going to share with you Psalm 55. And when Kim asked me, I said it's not my favorite psalm, but it is something, it's the psalm that changed my life. It came to me at a very hard time. I'm going to tell you the story about that. I'm a divorced person 19 years ago. It was very hard for me because I was raised in the church never to break your vows. And it was a time of traumatic stress for me. And also my husband was a pillar of the church, so they thought, and it was very hard for me to go back to church. I had a friend named Lisa, and with Lisa I stayed for a while because I needed a place to live. With Lisa I walked miles, I swam miles, I talked miles, and then she kept asking me every Saturday, well, we going to church tomorrow? Because we'd sat with their family in the same pew for 10 and 11 years. And I said, I can't go there. That's where it hurts the most. That's where I feel the worst of anything. And then one Sunday, once I got just tired of her keep asking, I thought, well, let's just do it and see my friends. And so I went to church and my jaw dropped after the scripture. Now, our pastor didn't just read 2 lines of scripture. He read what I'm going to read to you. He read Psalms 55. And this is not a psalm talking about wonderful still waters or green pastures. This is a bitter, harsh, complaining psalm. And it let me know that God knew exactly how I was feeling. And God knows exactly how we are feeling. And He knows that everything isn't coming up roses all the time. So here it is. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend to me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint, and I make a noise. Because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart is sore pained within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me. Fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror hath overwhelmed me. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, and for then I would fly away and be at rest. Lo, then I would wander far off and remain in the wilderness. Selah, which means stop and think. I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go about it, the walls thereof, mischief also, and sorrow are in the midst of it. Wickedness is in the midst thereof, deceit and guile, and depart not from her street. For it was not an enemy that it reproached me, then I could have borne it. Nor was it he that hated me, for that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hid myself from him. But it was the man mine equal, my guide, and mine acquaintance. We took sweet counsel together and walked into the house of God in company. Let death seize upon them, and let them go down quick into hell, for wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. As for me, I will call upon the God, and the Lord will save me. Evening, morning, and noon I will pray, and I will cry out loud, and He shall hear my voice. He has delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me, for there were many with me. God shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old. Selah, think about that. Because they have no changes, therefore they fear not God. He hath put his hands forth against such that be his peace with him. He has broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn swords. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But thou, O God, shalt bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. And that's what David wrote when he was betrayed. And we will all probably feel this in some dark time, that we were betrayed by others. And after 5 years of divorce, my minister said, are you ready to help people get through it now and talk about it? And I started crying. He said, I'll take that as a not yet. But believe me, you will find comfort. And God held me through all of it, and He was understanding every bad feeling. like David had, all these bad feelings, my life is better for it, and I hope to be a comfort to others in Psalm 55.